Time is a silent companion, always present, yet so easily ignored. For Eli, it had become a gentle background hum, a rhythm he seldom noticed, a song he thought would play forever. He was young, brimming with ideas and dreams that he kept tucked away, telling himself they could wait. There would always be tomorrow, another hour, another chance. The world spun on, and Eli drifted through it, postponing, promising, believing there was no rush. Morning sunlight spilled through Eli's window, painting golden stripes on the worn wooden floor. Dust motes danced in the rays, twisting and tumbling in the slow choreography of the day's beginning. Outside, the air was cool, the garden still in shadow. Eli lay in bed, eyes half open, listening to the distant ticking of a clock. Each tick was a small heartbeat in the house, a gentle reminder that the world was moving with or without him. He rose late, moving through routines with practiced indifference. There were chores to be done, letters to write, dreams to chase, but Eli pushed them aside. Not today, he thought. There will be time tomorrow. The world was patient, and so was he. But time is not always gentle. It does not wait for permission. It moves, relentless and indifferent, slipping away with each breath. Eli did not notice this, not truly, until the day the old traveler arrived. The traveler appeared in the afternoon, when the sun was high and the shadows short. He walked slowly, leaning on a stick, his clothes dusty from roads unknown. In his hand, he carried a small hourglass, its glass worn and its sand pale as moonlight. Eli watched from the porch, curiosity tugging at his idle heart. "Hello," the traveler greeted him, voice rough with age and miles. "May I sit with you?" Eli nodded, and the traveler settled beside him, placing the hourglass between them. The sand inside was falling in a steady stream, grain by grain, silent and unhurried. The traveler's eyes followed the sand, tracing its journey from one chamber to the next. "Do you know what this is?" the traveler asked, lifting the hourglass. Eli shrugged. "An hourglass, for measuring time." The traveler smiled, a gesture tinged with sadness. "Yes, but it measures more than hours or minutes. It measures moments. Each grain a memory, a decision, a dream. When the sand falls, those moments can never return." Eli watched as the last few grains slipped through the narrow neck. The traveler turned the hourglass over, resetting the cycle. "We are all given an hourglass," he said, "but most of us never look at it. We believe the sand will always be there, that time will wait. But it never does." The words settled in Eli's chest, heavy and unfamiliar. He thought of the things he'd postponed, the dreams left unspoken, the tasks left undone. He wondered how much sand had already slipped through his own hourglass, unnoticed and unrecoverable. The traveler stood, preparing to leave. "Value your time, Eli. Let the sand remind you how precious each moment is." He walked away, leaving Eli alone with the hourglass and the echo of his words. That evening, Eli sat by his window, watching sunlight stretch across the room, slowly fading as dusk approached. Shadows lengthened, crawling across the floor, reminders of time passing, of moments lost and moments remaining. The clock ticked on, steady and unforgiving. For the first time, Eli felt a sense of urgency, not panic, but a quiet determination. He understood now that time was not a promise, but a gift. Each moment was a chance, and each chance was fleeting. The next morning, Eli rose with the sun. He found his mother in the kitchen, preparing breakfast. Her hands moved with gentle precision, slicing fruit, stirring batter, humming softly. Eli joined her, offering to help. Together they cooked, laughter mingling with the aroma of coffee and fresh bread. It was a simple act, but Eli felt the weight of the moment, the warmth of connection, the value of shared time. Later, he walked to the old fence in the yard, where his father stood, hammer in hand. The boards were weathered and broken, a task Eli had postponed for weeks. He picked up a hammer, working beside his father, patching the fence, building something together. With each swing, Eli felt the value of effort, the satisfaction of action. Time spent was time earned. In the quiet hours of the afternoon, Eli sat at his desk, pen in hand. He wrote letters, long overdue notes to friends, apologies for missed birthdays, words of gratitude for kindness received. Each letter was a bridge, a way to reclaim lost moments, to honor the passage of time with intention. As evening approached, Eli climbed the hill behind his house, seeking the first light of dawn. He sat in the grass, feeling the cool earth beneath him, watching as the sky shifted from deep indigo to blush pink. The sun rose, casting golden light across the world, illuminating the fields and forests in color anew. Eli greeted the sunrise with gratitude, understanding now that each morning was an unearned gift. He promised himself to cherish the hours, to fill them with meaning, to let the sand of his hourglass fall with intention, not neglect. The images of time past danced through his mind: falling sand, sunlight through a window, the steady tick of a clock, shadows fading on the wall. He realized that every metaphor was a lesson, every moment an opportunity. Eli no longer postponed his dreams. He chased them, not with reckless urgency, but with gentle persistence, knowing that time would not wait. He learned to savor the small joys, the taste of breakfast with his mother, the satisfaction of repaired fences, the warmth of written words, the beauty of a new day. The traveler's lesson echoed in Eli's heart. Once the sand falls, those moments can never return. But if we live with intention, if we value our hours, we can fill our lives with meaning that endures long after the sand is gone. So Eli moved through the world with open eyes, grateful for each grain of sand, each flicker of sunlight, each ticking moment. He learned that the hourglass is not a prison but a blessing, a reminder to live fully, to love deeply, to dream boldly, and to never take time for granted. In the end, Eli's story became a testament to the value of time. It was not just the story of a young man, but the story of all who wait, who postpone, who believe that tomorrow will always come. Through falling sand, fading shadows, and the gentle passage of hours, Eli discovered what truly matters: the beauty of now, the power of presence, and the irreplaceable treasure of each moment. And as the sun set, casting long shadows across the world, Eli stood at the window, hourglass in hand, watching the last grains of sand fall. He smiled, knowing he had learned the most important lesson of all. Time, once forgotten, can be found again, in the choices we make, the love we share, and the dreams we dare to pursue.